Welcome back. We are here for episode 3 of the podcast. We have a lot to talk about. Number one, let's talk about our new guest, Mr. Gavin here. He's been watching the podcast for a while now. And Gavin, why don't you tell us what your name is?
My name?
Your username. For
I'm Gavin, sole owner and creator of We Hate the Cast. I created it one random night just so I could throw some hate and shame towards the cast. I'm glad they actually accepted me to come on the podcast here, so I'm super excited.
The moral of the story is we get our fans on. We get our fans on the podcast with us to...
Absolutely.
Interact with your fan base.
Yeah.
You can't lose that.
I just applied to start an LLC to create a fan club. We actually are pushing out merch first day in operation, unlike you guys here. But it's just a way to collect our fans, keep them together in a tight knit circle, to all rally around hating this cast.
What?
It's like, get him out of here.
It's only been 15 seconds.
So let's say, how long can the joke go on for?
All right. The last time we started out with kind of a dark story. It was about the comas. So we're gonna change it up a little bit. Keaton has been wanting to talk about Mac Miller's new album all week now. I already know it. So why don't you enlighten us?
Well, did you listen to any of it?
I have
Has
not.
anybody listened to any
I
of it?
have.
Forgot about
You just
it
know all of
the
it?
No, I've listened to a few songs, so I've heard them already.
Well, in short, I think this may be my favorite piece of music that I've actually ever heard. And that's in all honesty. And not like just to hype it up, but this album, the production on it, the way that all the songs flow together, the way, like the track listing, every single piece of it, there's nothing like I can point out and say that shouldn't be there or something sounds off or wrong. The entire album is just so pleasant to listen to. Like I can listen to it like start to finish with no skips or anything.
Wow.
Like it is just so easy to listen to. And I found that so hard with a lot of new music. Like I can't like sit down.
But you also probably have a biased opinion.
I'd say I have a decently biased opinion, but I also listen to a lot of different genres from a lot of different artists.
True.
So I feel like I have a pretty well-rounded opinion on what I think is good music. And
Well, yeah, I
but
hope
like
so.
I feel like I give like a fair opportunity to everybody when I listen to music. Like I listened to Eminem's new album.
So did I.
I'm not impressed by it.
I didn't hear good things about it.
I did enjoy the track with Juice WRLD though. That wasn't a bad track at all. I thought it was okay. I think it was kind of stupid that he didn't even get a verse and he was like, oh yeah, this dead guy can do the hook for me. Like that's really all it was. I mean, like he just did the hook. He said a few words, but I mean, as a whole, it wasn't that bad. But I'm definitely not listening to it again. But yeah, Mac Miller's album, I'd probably give it I'd say it's easily a 10 out of 10 rating for me.
Really?
Yes,
I'd
it
rate
is
it up there. The songs I've heard so far are actually
they're
really
so
good.
good.
What's it called?
Circles.
Circles?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Like crop circles?
No, just circles.
Just circles. I like Good News.
Good News.
That's
That
a really
was a
good one.
really
And
good
then
song.
Blue. What is?
Blue Worlds.
Thank you. That's the other one I like.
That's also a very
Yeah.
good one. Also, the ending track, Once a Day, it's sad.
Yeah.
But it's like, it kind of makes you realize like this is probably his last piece of music. They're not gonna milk him like X and Peep, like how they just kept milking like unfinished shit from them. Like X's albums, like if you listen to those, they're not done. Like if you see like the feature list, almost every song has a feature on it because he didn't finish half of the songs.
Yeah.
And with this, there's like, it's not listed, but I think there's like one feature on the album, and it's really good. It's on a song called Hand Me Downs. I don't know who it is, but they did really good vocal work on it. But other than that, the entire album was just, you could tell he was done with it, and it just needed like some final production stuff like that. But I watched an interview with the guy who did the production on it, and it was so sad because like he was sitting there talking about how he knew what Mac wanted for this album, and that after he left, it was like all up to him to make the decisions that he knew Mac would have wanted on the album.
That's nice.
That's
And
crazy.
just hearing the creative process behind all of the songs and stuff, like the song Good News, like he almost made the hook into an entirely different song.
Really?
But then and then he put it in
I
for
did
Good
not
News
know that.
instead.
Do you know what the 27 Club?
Oh yeah, I
Thing
know, yeah. That's,
You know what that is?
yeah.
Was Mac 27?
No, he died at 26.
He died 26, but a lot of there's I think there's like 3 or 4 songs where he talks
He
about
references
not
dying young
wanting to
in the
die
27.
Club.
Yeah.
Not
And he
one.
died at 26.
Oh my gosh.
No, suspicious maybe? I don't know.
I just think it's.
I just like this is his story is one of the ones like in terms of his death is one of the ones that I just like he died. There was nothing behind it. He did drugs. He
Yeah.
got some bad drugs and he died because of it. I don't think there's any huge conspiracy
Uh-uh.
behind it.
No.
I can see like some people like the Juice WRLD conspiracy like they're like, oh my god guys, look at this, like this all adds up. Juice WRLD referenced the 27 Club, you know, and then he's like how Juice WRLD like, you know, he's like we ain't making it past 21 in his song
Yeah.
Legends,
Yeah.
like about X and peeping them. I mean that's like, but that was just like, you know, seeing the situation. They died before they were 21, so he turned it into a lyric. I don't think there's any huge conspiracy going on behind
How
it.
old is Juice WRLD when he died?
21.
Okay, that's what I thought. I just wanted to make sure.
I think it was 20. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. He was either 20 or 21. I couldn't remember.
Too young.
Oh, gone too young.
What does that say there?
Are we getting people
Gavin
talking
low
already?
key vibing.
Who's that?
Who is that?
Hector.
Hector.
Ah,
Oh,
Hector.
Hector. Hey, I know our next guest for the podcast. Hector, put in the chat if you wanna join.
Oh,
Let's see.
we do have chairs back here. We can do it.
Yeah,
In
we
front
can.
of
You can have
live
an
audience.
audience.
Yeah.
We'll have. Well, we can get more chairs too. We can have like, let's see, 1, 2, 3. So we have 10 people in here.
Yeah.
At once.
When we say something funny, they can just laugh. And
Yeah,
clap.
and then,
Get an applause.
and then what we'll do later on, like
We hate the
show,
ca-
when the show
we
really
hate the
blows
cast is
up.
back.
Ah, we hate the cast. They're back on.
We got 4 viewers already.
When the show gets really big, this is what we'll do. We'll have everyone. We'll build a stage here instead, and we'll just have like a stand-up microphone, and we'll do stand-up comedy.
Okay.
And live stream stand-up
Yeah,
comedy.
live stream stand-up comedy.
Not a bad idea.
We should probably learn to be funny first.
That, yeah, we need practice.
Nice joke, bro. You forgot the funny.
Gavin, do you need to get that close?
Oh,
7
I-
viewers.
I just had to see what we hate the cast was.
Luke.
'Cause, you know, I am
7
president
viewers.
and owner.
Oh,
We
yeah.
hate the cast.
Perfect.
Just make sure they're acted
Must be your Mac
appropriate over
Miller
there.
talk.
Yeah, the Mac Miller
Everyone's
conversation really got
interested.
us
Dude,
going.
I'm glad. I'm very
So
passionate about the
we gotta.
topic.
Did anyone ask you questions about like answer questions on the podcast?
What do you mean?
Like, you know, ask a question, we'll answer it on the podcast.
Oh,
Okay. I didn't know. I had a couple here that I was gonna read off. But
oh yeah,
Oh,
you
go
can.
for
Oh
it.
yeah, definitely. I pretty much said
This
what
is
I
great.
wanted.
I love this idea.
I pretty much said what I wanted to say about it.
You had to get it off your chest. We understand.
Yeah,
you
I-
really wanted to. I gotcha.
I gotta express myself, man.
So, what is your PC?
That's the question.
That's one of them. We have an Alienware PC. I have no idea what the hell is in it. And we also use a. Trying to get
Yeti.
sponsored, all right? Blue Yeti. That's what it's called. Blue Yeti. Amazing microphone. Blue Yeti. If you're listening to this, please send us money or send us microphones. Actually,
Yes,
Microphones
please.
will be-
At least one. Just
At least
one more Blue Yeti.
Yeah, one more Blue Yeti, and then we'll be Gucci.
Or money. Money always works too.
Yeah, money, and then we just buy a Blue Yeti.
Yep.
And some of them are.
Or we can set up merch.
Oh,
Hey,
we can
And
sell
merch.
merch.
sponsored by Blue Yeti on the merch, you know.
Hey, if you guys need me to set up merch, I'll just take a good old 70%. You guys can take 30. I think that works. Manage it, run it, produce
No.
it.
If you manage it, make it, and sell it, then yeah, you can have 70%.
No, we're negotiating. Can't give in that easy.
Deal.
No, don't.
Okay, here, how about this? I'll design the shirt, and then
Okay.
you sell it,
Hmm.
and then I'll get 30. Or no, wait. Yeah, I'll get 30. You'll get 60. 5 and 5.
Okay, wait a
Why
minute.
the hell does Sidney get 5?
10, 60.
Why the hell do I get 5?
All right, 70, 30.
70, 30? I'm gonna have to talk to my lawyer about that, but
Your
might
lawyer-
be able to write
you're
up a
lawyer
contract
about
and set
merch?
something up. Yeah, I've got a merch lawyer.
Who's the girl?
Who's the girl?
Every time.
Who are you?
Introduce yourself to people who don't know.
Yeah, I don't think you did.
I thought I did last time.
Well, I mean, that was like
Okay.
midway through the podcast,
Yeah.
I suppose. But
Hi, my name is Sydney. I was here last time on a whim. Why are you shaking your head? Like what? I'm just trying to introduce myself. I met both of these assholes in high school and this guy last week. So
this guy.
yeah, this guy. So that's the girl. I'm the girl.
You want to self-plug your candle business?
Make body scrubs sometimes and get made fun of.
Body scrubs.
Body scrubs.
Definitely different.
What is that?
So what is a body scrub?
Okay, yeah, let me explain it. So, a lot of guys commented on my story and were like, what the fuck is a body scrub? I got asked, do you use it as body wash? No. Do you use it as a lotion? No. You wash your body and then you scrub, you like leave it on for a minute and then you rinse it off and it kind of exfoliates your skin. So think about like sandpaper, but like for your skin. It's gentle though. And it leaves behind like an oil barrier because it's like softening. So what you do is you scrub your hands, then you rinse it off, and then your hands feel like baby's butt.
It's like scratchy lube.
I'm sorry, huh?
Scratchy lube. That's what it sounds like.
No, you use it to shave your legs after, and then you rinse it.
Oh.
And
I
it
don't
goes,
need
yeah.
that.
Do you guys want it? I can get it. I made a beard oil actually earlier tonight.
Beard.
Ooh,
Really?
Yeah.
Wait, so you're making these?
I can, yeah. I made
How do you
it.
make them?
I can't share my secrets.
Do you use crystals?
Sorry,
Sorry.
can someone say crystal?
Oh, she brought one. Is it?
No.
Am I allowed to touch it
No,
now?
actually.
Alright, I didn't-
Why not? We
What
can't
is that
pass
one
around
do?
the cast.
What is that one? Show the camera.
I would say clear quartz.
Clear. Okay.
If I
So-
can get it out.
So Sydney,
Here, you're.
I'm getting phone calls while we're
Show
talking
us
here,
your
and you actually do have
I
a
got
customer
touchy.
that's very interested in your beard
Ah.
oil.
My
Look
beard
at
oil.
that. Look
I don't
at
know.
that.
Beard oil?
Oh shit, you touched it. Fuck. I didn't even think about that.
I've ruined the energy.
No, you're
Can I see it
fine.
now that
Yes,
you
you
touched
can.
it?
So with crystals, you can all definitely touch it. It doesn't matter. There's not gonna be some weird voodoo witch shit. It's just like when I get home, does it smell like sage?
No.
Oh, because I sage my crystals. You have to cleanse the energy, then let them like cleanse. I mean, I know it's all hippie woo bullshit. Don't think I'm that crazy.
I'm not all about that crystal meth. It's okay.
Oh.
Oh, that's what this is for. That's why you're making.
Shit.
That's why she
That's
doesn't want
what
to be
shit.
passing it around everywhere.
Yeah.
Lock the door. Lock the door.
She's weird.
I'm sorry, but I have a customer. That was a good idea to plug my candle business. Thank you. Who's my customer?
I don't know. Who is the customer?
I'm interested in the beard oil. What scent is it? Is the real question.
Oh, it's
peppermint
Abby.
Or eucalyptus. Abby's got it. Let me
She's
know if she
interested
wants
in the
milk
beard
and
oil.
honey. Oh, beard oil. Okay.
Beard oil?
I didn't realize
That's
that.
why I got confused about that too.
What does that say?
Pseudoscience.
It is pseudo. It's bullshit. I know it's bullshit, but here's the thing: why does it work if it's bullshit? If it's pseudoscience,
But
I
does
trick
it work?
But it does. So here's my thing. Let me just go on a spiel here really quick about crystals. I'm well
Oh,
aware.
no, we're not talking about the oil anymore. We're talking about the crystal.
I know.
Okay, I thought we were
Yeah.
talking
No,
about
no, no.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. I'm gonna say this. I know that there's a high chance that is all in my head and bullshit. But if it makes me calmer to think that this rock is literally like, oh, it's gonna bring good things in my life, and I legit can function better, what's the harm? It's a fucking rock. You know what I mean? Or like if I think that this is gonna attract positivity and the next day I have a really good day and I equate it to the rock, doesn't matter. I had a good day. And I think it's the rock. Like if I think what it comes from, it doesn't really matter. So I like it because I think they're beautiful and they're kind of like little artwork to me. Like have them in my room. I just think they're pretty. And I think that they could attract good energies. I mean, they're kind of an ancient idea. So I think to myself, yeah, it totally could be bullshit. I'm not saying it's the fucking healing. Like, I mean, if I have cancer, I'm not gonna put fucking rose quartz on my arm. Like, I get it. I know there's a line between science and spirituality, and yeah, I understand that it could be bullshit. It's so easy to make fun of
Have you
too.
taken a geology class?
I have not.
You should take a geology class.
Okay.
Or just basic
So
earth science.
basically,
You know, we learned about minerals
placebo.
today.
Is that?
Yeah.
So did I last
Yeah, I
year.
say that all the time. I say
Yeah.
if it's placebo, it could be, but you never know.
We mined a chocolate chip cookie.
I didn't do that. But what is
We learned about minerals today.
what's that one show that came out on Netflix with like the famous actor that's it's literally just a big advertisement for her pseudoscience products, where it's like it's a TV show. I can't remember the actress's name.
It's like Gwyneth Paltrow, is it?
Gwyneth, yeah, that's
Okay,
exactly
yeah.
who it is, and she's got a TV show. I don't know if you like it. If
No,
you
I
watch
don't
it.
like Gwyneth Paltrow because she's got a brand. It's called Goop,
Yeah.
which
Yes,
I fucking
Goop.
hate that
Goop.
word,
Yeah.
first of all.
Goop.
It's called Goop,
Cute.
and it's really, really expensive beauty things that you need, and that you don't need them. And it's unaffordable for anyone that's not a billionaire. And like, it's
Yeah.
stupid.
It
But
makes
she's
sense.
like, that's how you get skinny. You drink this like matcha tea powder, and everyone does it. It's just stupid. So to me, I don't like
I'm
that.
glad someone else knows about it. It's getting a lot of flack right now because she's basically she has a TV show on Netflix to market a product,
And she's already rich.
and she's already rich. Like, when was the last time you saw a TV show specifically designed to market a product?
I don't know, but it definitely seems like a
Only
rich
celebrity
person's
TV.
thing to do. If you have the money to like make a TV show and put it on Netflix, by all means, make a TV show
That's
and put
yeah,
it
that's
on
like
Netflix if
upper
you're
class
rich enough.
bullshit right there.
Like-
Okay.
What does it say? Unpopular opinion, little.
Lil Uzi sucks.
Who said that?
We hate the cast.
Oh. Would you like to respond to that?
False.
False?
Yes.
That's not we hate.
I
oh,
do
yeah,
think
it is.
I do think that there's a lot of bandwagon fans like that are like, oh my god, I can't wait for his new album to come out. I'm so excited. But then like they never really listened like to the upcoming of Lil Uzi Vert. Like they never listened to him like before like EXO Tour Life dropped. Like everybody's like, oh my god, that's such a good song, but they never heard any of the shit that came before that.
Are you gatekeeping Lil Uzi Vert right now?
No.
Sounds like you're gatekeeping Lil Uzi Vert. You didn't listen to him before.
No, but like it's really it's a fact though. Many people don't really like know his older stuff. Like I listened to him when he was on SoundCloud, and like before like he was super Spotify huge, and then like I enjoy his music, but it's not like I'm like, oh my god, Lil Uzi Vert is the best rapper of all time. I just like his music, and I know there's a lot of people who like dick ride and bandwagon him because he's got a product that hasn't come out yet, and everyone's just like, I'm so excited, but I'm just like, it doesn't really matter.
So one of the suggestions that we got, Michael actually suggested that we should start reading the comments out loud, because when we respond to them, no one knows what the hell we're talking about.
Lil Uzi is fire. That my friend is a very unpopular opinion, and so does Billie Eilish.
Do you like Billie? What's her last name?
Eilish.
Eilish.
How you call her Billie Eilish?
I'm not gonna lie. I like that one song that made it blow up.
Bad Guy?
Bad Guy.
Oh,
Yeah,
Bad
I
Guy.
don't know what that is.
I hate that song, but it's catchy. So,
It's so catchy.
you have to like it.
Yeah.
I mean,
I think she'd be a cool person. Like, I think she'd just be a cool person. But her music, yeah.
She just turned 18. I'm gonna
where you going?
She did just turn 18.
Look, her music is just
Someone
kind
did
of.
tell me that.
It's unique.
It is, and that's why she's popular.
Yeah, I mean, as a guy, I don't mind her music. To be honest, like her album that I can't remember what it's called. I have no idea.
Her most recent.
Yeah, but I think she's not bad.
Someone said Billie Eilish is pretty good, especially when you're sad as shit. That is true.
She is a sad
She's
vibe.
got a really beautiful voice. She's talented, but
Never
it's almost, in my opinion, I think that sometimes her obscure music and like whatever she chops it up with can take away from how pretty her voice really is.
Yeah,
That's all.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. Like
Yeah.
the editing and stuff on her voice that makes it sound like edgy and like robotic in a few songs.
Yeah.
You know, like
Yeah.
I think that it's unique, but at the same time, like if she just had a natural, like used her natural
Yeah.
voice, I think that it could like make for some really interesting music, like really talented music.
It's just
Yeah,
pretty.
I'm trying to slide on Billy.
No,
Do you
I
hear
just
that?
think she'd be a fun person to hang out with.
Billie Eilish.
I do have
if you're
a friend.
watching.
I do have a friend
Billie
that
Eilish, if
really
you're
up with.
watching, this man he wants to hang out with you.
No.
Mm-hmm.
She's watching.
Billy Bob.
Watching.
I just have a friend that I want to set you up with.
Yeah?
Yep.
Who might that be?
That
Himself.
I can't say anything like that. Because they could possibly be watching the podcast.
Opinion on liberals.
Fuck libtards.
Goddamn libtards,
Goddamn
my
libtards.
guys.
I don't like Megan here.
Man, alright. Oh,
Yeah,
TOS.
Yeah, be careful.
What are your thoughts on EDP 445? You know who that is?
Who
Eat
is
That
that?
Pussy 445 is someone Black Eagles fan on YouTube. He's like, I'm trying to think of a popular clip from him. He's like, oh yeah, he's like, I'm gonna keep it the fuck real with you guys.
yeah.
I just fucking shitted myself.
Yeah,
that
I
guy.
love that, yeah.
Dude, I fucking
He's
love
like,
that guy.
I jerked off so hard the other day, the left side of my fucking hand went numb.
Why is Hector saying, yeah, fun?
It's fun to hang out. Because he said
Oh.
she'll be fun to hang out with.
Yeah,
Oh.
fun to hang
Air
out
quotes.
with. That's what every guy says about every girl that he secretly wants to fuck. Yeah, she's pretty fun.
Whoa.
Are those guys' secrets right now? Bro code?
Okay.
Don't break it.
What is bro code? Let me ask you.
Don't break it.
What is said in the chat stays in the chat unless you're my friend group. Everything gets out.
That is true. What is bro code? Okay, let me ask you.
I've also been told what stays in the basement stays in the basement. I'm
Alright, let's get off that topic. real
Okay.
quick.
I'm staying with
Let me
that.
ask
What's
you.
the bro
Bro
code?
code.
When I ask you, okay, what's bro code? What is the first thing that pops in your mind? Is it a rule? Like what?
First thing
It's
that pops
just-
in my
it's
mind
whatever
is don't
secret
say
I was
anything.
Yeah,
told.
exactly.
Number one rule of Fight Club, you don't talk about
Oh
Fight
my
Club.
god.
No, I feel like bro code's a little different. I feel number one thing I think of when somebody says bro code is go with it.
Well,
Like say your friend is saying something to their parents and you know that they're lying, but then you're like you pick up on it. They're like, that's not true, but then you're like, there's probably a reason for it. I'll figure it out. Yeah, you're like I'll figure it out later, but as of now, I got you. Like we were out, like say we went to Steak and Shake last night, but you guys were busy getting fucking absolutely blasted at your house or something like that. We're like, oh yeah, we went to Steak and Shake, and then like basically always get their back.
So cover his ass.
Yeah, cover. Yeah, that's the first thing I think of when I think of bro code is I'm gonna just go with it.
Loyal.
Yeah, don't be a bitch.
It's like pretty much a bro code is how you should respect every
It
person
really.
on earth.
But you respect the bros. It's the bro code.
Bro code.
Yeah,
If it's some
got
random
something.
dude though, it's different.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'm just thinking about all the stuff that is now bro code in my head, and I can't be spitting bro code out on air because the bros would be unhappy.
Okay.
I mean, what I just said, you can't really like because
That's
it's
like friend
either
code.
it's,
Yeah, girls
Keep it
would do the
general.
same thing.
Keep it general. Try and make it really general and never mind. I'm not gonna put you on the spot like that.
No, I can't. Too many people know too many things about other people.
Yeah.
Well, girl code's about the same way. You know, have her back. Don't steal her boyfriend. Don't be a bitch. And you know, it's like the basic stuff.
It sounds like if you put the two together.
bros before hoes,
It's
facts.
just like the 10 Commandments.
Yeah, the 10 bro commandments.
Bros before hoes. We hate the cast. Well,
How do you feel about that?
I think that they're virgins. Cause are you kidding me? Bros before hoes.
Oh man.
They've
Depends
never
on the
had a
sis-
We
girlfriend.
went from 8 viewers to 0 viewers in that one split second she said that.
I mean, I think that depends on the context of the hoe. I mean,
What do you
if it's your
wait? What do
girl-
you call a hoe? Because some guys will say that about their girlfriends, and then that's like really, depending on the girlfriend.
A hoe
Well, I
is
think
a
it's
girl.
different.
In terms of bro and hoe, hoe
Yeah.
means girl, bro means boy.
Okay.
It's nice, sweet,
Good,
simple.
good,
I'm
good
just-
analysis.
Yeah.
But like, okay, but think
How
about
to be a
like,
guy 101.
you have
Bros before hoes.
you have guy friends that definitely have like been with their girls more than you, and I've had girlfriends that will
They
go to their
break- yeah.
boyfriends more than me. You know,
It's breaking
They-
bro code.
Yeah, they're.
Saturdays
gotta-
are for the boys.
fuck the girl.
It's like committing tax fraud.
Yeah.
Except against your brother.
Saturdays are for the boys. Fuck the girl.
Saturdays for what's today? Oh, today's Tuesday.
Tuesday.
Yeah.
It's Tuesday, yeah. That's why Sidney's allowed to be here.
Yeah.
Well, right, okay. I have a question for Sydney. Okay, there's this incredible girl, and she's sending a lot of mixed signals, and I'm starting to catch feelings. I don't know if she feels the same. Easy. Ask her. Stop fucking around. Life is too short.
Or
Ask
I
her.
you
told
just
you
play
that.
games back.
No,
Yes.
no.
Yes. Just send her a bunch of memes.
Okay.
Yes, send her memes. Girls love memes.
Send the memes from his meme page.
Yeah,
All my
I have
friends
a
are
meme page.
memes.
I have very romantic memes.
I really
on there,
thought this
right?
was a question
if you want
for
to seduce
Sydney.
a girl.
Really thought this was a question for Sydney.
But I
If you
know
wanna
this kid.
seduce a girl, all
But I
right,
know
you
who
send
that
her a
is.
meme that's
Oh, you
just
do?
like,
Yeah.
Oh, how do you know who that is?
I just know everything. I didn't think I set up the computer, man.
God.
It's the egg theory. It's the egg theory. I'm on my last life. I just
Yeah, I know
everything.
everything. So answer the question for real. We won't interrupt.
For real, I just really you want to interrupt?
We won't interrupt.
Okay,
Like
I
last
think that you just need to. Okay, you know what?
I'm sorry.
I think you need to just talk to her and ask her and say, hey, I kind of am starting to like you. I don't know if you feel the same way. How are you feeling about me? Like, let's just be adults about it. Don't be, I don't know if I like you or not. Because with mixed signals, just tell her. Be like, I'm confused. What's
He
the
goes,
meme
what is
page?"
the meme page? All my friends are memes. No spaces.
Oh man.
Look, can you hand me my drink, please?
Hey, those are mine.
Oh wait, it's okay.
Thank you.
Lennon.
Someone actually typed it out.
No.
Yeah, they
Was that
did.
Hector?
It's a
There's no
Hector.
it's a different Hector.
Hector Pastro.
No, it's Hecto sucks now.
How do you see how many people are watching?
Yes.
We can see in the top right down there. It
5.
says
The
5.
meme page is all my friends are memes. Oh, he typed it up. Well,
Chad.
that was weird. I'm listening to the podcast right now in my ear, and I said, "It's all my friends are memes." And as soon as I said that, you said earlier that someone typed it out. I just had a weird my mind just got fucked up for a minute there. And I was gonna say something, but I forgot now. Shit.
Can you say it again?
Which answer?
Oh,
The guy answer, the meme answer, or the Sydney answer?
Okay. Okay, basically what she said is be straight up, be honest about it, be adults, ask her how she feels about the situation, tell her how you feel about the situation, and basically just talk about it.
She'll appreciate the vulnerability.
Lead her on for a really long
And the
time.
honesty.
Gavin?
Leave her on for a while
And they
until
get
you
pissed
tell her you
off when
found
she
somebody
ditches you.
else.
Just tease it a little bit. It works.
My parents went on a 10-day vacation this morning. So they went to fucking Turks and Caicos without me. One of the most beautiful places on earth. They didn't even bring me. And so I gotta sit here and make a shitty ass podcast while they're sitting on a beach drinking martinis.
I feel really appreciated.
I do too.
So do I. Yeah, I don't give a fuck.
And I'm this podcast's biggest fan.
We hate the cast. Welcome back.
Oh, they did want Sidney's answer again.
Yeah, well, I was covered. I think if you could live anywhere without any vegetables, where would you live?
USA, no vegetables.
Without any vegetables.
Wait, what the fuck?
What kind of vegetables?
So, pretty much, which food desert would you want to live in? South side of Chicago, East St. Louis.
Somewhere in Europe, because they have amazing food.
I'm so
They
confused by
doesn't
this
eat
question.
They don't need vegetables?
Yeah.
Why is the vegetables even relevant to the question?
Maybe somewhere tropical, because I like pineapple a lot, and I want to eat
So you do fruits over vegetables?
Yes.
Oh,
I'm 100%
yeah.
fruits over vegetables.
Fruit guy. I'm a
That is a
fruit
lot
Okay,
of shit.
who here likes green
I do like
beans?
fruit, but I'm not a fruit guy.
Does anybody here like green beans?
I like green beans.
Get the fuck out.
You don't like green beans, bro?
No.
That's
Bro,
like-
you don't like green beans?
You just said you
bro?
don't
What the
green
fuck,
I'm making
bro?
fun of him because he
You
said
don't like
bro.
green beans, bro? What about corn?
I like corn.
Who doesn't like corn?
Like
I
corn
do
on the
pop-
cob. I
You
like
don't
corn
like
on the
green
cob.
beans? You like peas?
No. Fuck no.
Did you not eat your vegetables when you were younger?
No, I would not eat my vegetables because they fucking yucky. You know that 50 Cent meme where he's like flipping me
My
off?
parents stopped buying vegetables because they knew that their kids would not eat them. So, therefore, I grew up with no vegetables.
Yeah, Hector says so. Gavin already doesn't eat his vegetables.
Oops.
Veggies is fucking yucky.
This is like a way more
I'm a vegetable
interesting.
guy. I like vegetables and I like fruit.
I like fruits over vegetables.
I think I just have a expanded palate, maybe.
He's just better than us.
Yeah.
That's what
I'm
he's
better than him specifically. He doesn't like fucking green beans.
Alright, chat. Who
Opinion?
likes green beans and
Oh.
who hates green beans? Sorry.
No, you're fine. I was just gonna get.
I want to get that across.
You what?
I was about to start something. Opinion on vegans and veganism.
Can't do that.
I couldn't.
Have you seen the meme where the dude's like, I just eat double the meats, so it'll make a vegan feel bad about doing nothing?
Oh wait, that's actually kind of funny.
I am okay with vegans, but the annoying thing, like the cliche, is that they always tell you that they're vegan.
Mhm.
Like, it's like if we open up the podcast and I'm immediately just like, yeah, so I'm vegan now.
Right. I get
I mean,
it.
I eat meat. I love meat. I love ham. I love steak.
What's your favorite kind of steak? Like, you go out to like a steakhouse. What's it?
Ribeye, probably.
Ribeye?
Yeah.
Sydney?
I'm actually
You're vegan?
She's vegan.
I'm
yeah.
vegetarian.
Oh, yeah.
That was probably wrong.
Oh
Vegetarian.
wait, vegans don't do dairy, right?
Yeah, they don't do dairy. I was
Ah.
vegan for 2 years, and then I'm just switched back to vegetarian because it's just easier, which is kind of like half-assed, but I don't even care.
But you mainly do it for the meat, right? Like to
I
cook
just
it.
don't like meat. It just grosses me out. And honestly, a little bit though for like environmental factors. Like, let's be real, but I
Does
just
anyone
don't
know
care.
Spanish?
No.
Wait, pause.
¿Cómo estás,
Case
rojo? That's all I
Can
know.
you? No, we're not helping you with your Spanish.
I swear, if this chat just turns into all Spanish, we're ending the podcast.
Yeah,
We're in-
Actually,
start
Gox
again.
might be able to help you. Gox might be able to help you. He's
Opinion
good
on
at Spanish.
prostitutes. I think it should
I
be
like
legal.
this one.
Opinion on prostitutes.
I think
Did you know prostitutes or prostitution is the oldest profession in mankind?
I read something about
Yeah.
that sometime.
And it's been studied in monkeys and chimps. And when you give them little tokens that they use as a currency, they will use that currency to pay female monkeys to have sex with them.
If monkeys
That's
do it, why can't?
fascinating.
If monkeys
Right?
do it, why can't we?
Then I don't know, STDs maybe.
Bill Clinton did it.
I'm sure a lot of presidents did.
sexual relations with them.
Trump. Oh yeah, okay.
I think it should be legal. I think they should be able to do whatever they
That's-
want.
Yeah.
I think it should be like what don't other countries do it?
Amsterdam.
What is the word I'm looking for? Not legalized, but not
Decriminalized?
federalized. What's the word?
Decriminalized.
Sure. I'm trying to. It'll come to me. Whoa! I have never heard these words in my life. I need to know the. I don't even know. What the
This is someone's Spanish homework, I'm pretty sure.
Could you please turn your ringer off? Sorry, that was me.
Bruh.
What
Oh.
the fuck does it say? I need to know the.
Oh,
Hey.
this is just other
What's
people saying
up?
hey.
Excited.
You guys go back in time.
Are you guys
What era
listening
would you
to?
go Okay. Well.
Look. I'm sorry.
Huh?
Nothing. It was just so funny. I think it's just because I talk quiet or something. Because I
It's not
start.
fun.
No, but I mean in
Can you hear the
general.
music
Yeah.
in it?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's low, but it's perfect. Like, you can hear us talking. Yeah,
Sweet.
it sounds amazing.
I just realized I butchered the fuck out of that sentence. Yeah, I had
Yeah,
no
it's-
idea what you were talking about.
Is it? Oh, is this a Spanish speaker?
Google the answers out. Huh?
Is this a Google the answer? Is this a Spanish speaker that's saying this?
No, that's
What are their
pretty-
names?
Boss Man. Pretty sure that's my cousin.
We have
5.
years. Decent.
Gosh.
Sick.
That's gnarly. Totally radical.
Oh my god.
Please no. My glasses.
Radical.
That reminds me. That's what I was gonna ask. If you guys could go back to an era, what would you go back to?
Pretty sure I asked my interns this the other day.
Really?
Yeah, this same question.
Probably the 1860s.
Wow.
Women couldn't vote. Black people.
Oh!
No, I'd probably go back to the 70s maybe. I feel like I fit. I listen to a lot of 70s
Yeah.
music,
Same.
and I like that style, and I like the cult. Except for some of the wars, but I like the culture.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to be part of the Vietnam War.
Take me back to Nam so I can fucking die for my country.
I would say 70s or 80s as well.
80s maybe.
80s
Yeah,
has fun,
80s
just
has
fun.
good music too.
Like just fun.
Yeah. A
Gavin?
lot of cocaine.
That's where I want to go.
I would say the
Let's
like
go.
50s or 60s, and to kind of go along with whoever just said the moon landing was fake. We hate the cast. But I kind of want to be a part of that like Cold War era.
That would be interesting.
That kind of time
That'd
period.
be interesting,
Really?
yeah.
Never
Or even
heard
being in the. They'd be scary though, the Cuban Missile Crisis.
Yeah, but like at the same time, like you watch those videos and like, oh man, I want to be like the one to like hide under my desk. Like, it'd be
We
cool.
still do.
Well, yeah, for a stupid tornado.
I don't know.
I stand
Earthquakes,
outside and
tornadoes,
just
yeah.
watch it and go, man, look at that tornado over there.
What's that one trick like that they taught in the schools in the 50s? If a bomb or a nuke was dropped and you hold your thumb up and your thumb is bigger than the mushroom cloud, then you're okay. You're far enough away from the nuke that you won't get hurt. But if it's bigger than your thumb, then you're fucked.
Yeah, then you're gonna die.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah.
You're supposed to hide behind a concrete wall or something. I don't know.
I don't think we're gonna
Something
do
like
that.
that.
If you're far enough
Discuss
away,
your
but the
opinion on the
radiation.
Aryan race. I don't think we're gonna.
We're not gonna talk about that.
3,000
No.
years. Is that right? 3,000
70s would be cool. Yes, it would be cool. I think I would love that.
Thank you.
Did you
Moon landing
say
was
what era?
fake.
I really don't know. I mean, I never have been like super into like old school like music and stuff like
Yeah.
that. I mean, like there's some old school music stuff I listen to, so I don't really have like a really good opinion over like of where I'd wanna
Okay.
go. So
What
I
about
would,
the Mayan race? You think the 70s as well? Sorry.
I'd say 70s.
70s.
Let's
I also kind of, if I were to go back in time though, I kind of want to visit like ancient Rome.
Oh,
or maybe
yeah.
even further, ancient Greece.
Do you guys believe in past lives at all?
Oh god, this topic again. Did we
The,
talk about
uh,
Yes.
Hey,
Oh, we
no.
did?
Yes.
Hey.
Did we?
It's science, because like atoms can't disappear or anything, so therefore like you are the atoms that make up you are something from a
Well,
previous
started-
Yeah, isn't
Well,
it?
yeah,
Yeah.
we are.
But it's consciousness. Like what makes up consciousness, and where does your consciousness
True.
go from something that's already
Consciousness.
lived to you?
That's the thing. What happens when we die is, and your atoms, matter can't be created nor destroyed.
We
That's the
become
law.
the future.
Have you heard the egg theory?
What's the egg theory?
Have you heard it?
No.
Okay, I'll explain it again. So basically, every life that you live is you just living that life. So when you die, what's going to happen is you die and then you meet this creator, this all-knowing being, and what he
Mhm.
tells you is that you are going to live every single human life that has ever lived. And you know, we're living in 2020 right now, but when you go to your next life, it might be a farmer in the 1600s, or it might be an ancient Chinese woman making pots before Jesus was even born. It could be 2,000 years in the future, some human, go into another solar system for the first time. It can literally be anybody. At one point, you're going to be Hitler, and at one point, you're going to be every one of the 6 million Jews that he killed. And once all the humans have lived and died, your consciousness is now somehow learned enough about the universe that it can transcend and grow up into this higher being where you walk around with gods, pretty much, that can create universes and things like that. And I was thinking about that.
Where did you hear that? Because I've never heard that idea.
Really?
So does that mean we are gonna live each other's lives?
Yeah, we discussed this in the first episode.
He is me, and I am him, and you are me, and I'm you, and everybody
like
is
a
all.
song?
We're all in the same.
Isn't that a song?
It was a TikTok trend for a while, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Who are you?
I am you.
No, sir. You are me.
And
That's
so
some
we all
stupid
live
shit.
the same life. Like when you die, you might come back as me.
God, that would suck.
It would suck. But I was thinking about that after the last podcast, right? And I'm about to shit on this whole thing. You can look it up on YouTube. It's just called
Maybe I can become like
thing.
I just don't. I don't fall for it. Like for as hippie woo as I am, I don't vibe with that one.
I thought it was a pretty interesting theory, but I kind of shit on it myself because I was thinking,
Fucking vibes.
when does a human race end? When does a human become a human? Like it's back to the chicken and the egg. When is the next ancestor? When is that one, like the next species? Because we came from chimps, but what in that lineage actually becomes a human that starts that chain where you have to live all of it?
Yeah, like are we counting like the cavemen era, like when people.
What I would assume so, yeah.
Yeah, like when people are first starting to develop, like Homo sapien features and stuff like that. Or like, are we going beyond? Is that what you're getting into? Like when?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like when does that timer start? Of
Oh,
you have to
yeah.
live every single life.
And when you think about it, when does it end? Like there's people born every second. When do you?
Yeah, but yeah,
Is
that's
it
what I'm
gonna-
saying. When does it end? So when does that human species become a new species? Does that end your trial of having to live every single life, or do you have to keep going?
I think that people like have multiple lives because I think it lines up with the Zodiac. If you know anything about, there's 12, right? So each Zodiac sign as it's with a number, the first one in the cycle and whatever, and the last one, and that's what life you are on. Aries, right? April, February, March. Yeah, you're the baby. This is your first life. Welcome. Nice to have you. According to the
Aries.
Zodiac, you're an Aries?
Yeah.
Okay, you guys are on your first lives.
Aries getting.
Which also, I mean, as just a theory,
Loud.
I'm gonna just talk bullshit here. You know how you're like, I could never really want to go back to like a different life. I don't really care. Well, this is your first one. Maybe you just don't have any that you prefer. And I mean, for you, you just remind me of like such, an Aries. I know I might even go into astrology because I'm that bitch. But
How do I remind you of an Aries?
you started a podcast. You both did, right? Whose idea was this?
It was me and Drew's idea.
Well, Drew is a Taurus, which is just the same type of shit, where he's really like intense and wants to get shit done. And you guys are both gonna do that.
And then you told me about it, and I was like, as soon as you said we're starting a podcast, I'm like, I want on that. Like, oh, that.
Okay.
I
And you're
want
strongly
that.
opinionated. Gavin, you're a Cancer, which is why you cry so much at everything. You're a water sign. Nice to meet you. Same here.
Jeez, fuck you, Sydney. God.
You haven't. I'm kidding. I actually have
That was
never
an
seen you
Aries
cry,
feature.
Gavin.
No, it's okay. I cry during Grey's Anatomy a lot.
Fuck Taurus. Fuck Tauruses, dude. Oh wait, you're not Taurus. You said Aries. Dude, Tauruses will fuck you up.
Did you know Socrates hated democracy? Yes, actually. The Greeks had a very specific way of running their democracy at a certain point in time, where they only let the intellectuals vote, which is an interesting way to move. It's an interesting way to move society. Like, if you only let people that had an
$1
IQ...
there for doing that.
Who's on Do We Hate the
Just made
Cast?
$1 for doing that.
Who's on Do We Hate the Cast?
We had $1 for what?
Who is it?
It's my people.
No, but who?
It's 3 people, right?
Yeah, if they want to expose themselves, they can expose themselves in the chat.
I will say this. I'm friends with a lot of Taurus men, but like one just texted me. Danny, you're not bad. You're not a bad Taurus, okay?
So what are we in right now? We're in Pisces? Like, in age-wise?
At an age as in what?
Like, in the age of how long history has been recorded, are we in Pisces? Isn't it like every 2,000 years or something?
Um,
Change? Like
We're in
the
the-
way the stars are aligned.
Yeah, there's a
with
lot.
it
We're in the
right
age of Aquarius for our generation, which means our generation is very much forward thinkers. Aquarians are people that are very individualistic. Like they have their own ideas, idealistic, like point blank period, this is how I am. Like to be Aquarius is just kind of like push boundaries, like social justice warriors kind of type shit. You know what I mean? Like they want to they're not rebellious, but they're like, that's bullshit and I won't reform now. And like that's our generation. We're all born under the age of Aquarius, which is interesting. It rules for about 30 years, so it's more than just our generation.
Okay, I thought it was a lot longer. I thought it was 2,000. What's the one that's 2,000 years?
I don't know. I'm not quite sure what you mean.
I saw something that. Have you ever seen shit, I can't even remember what it's called. Oh, Zeitgeist. The documentary Zeitgeist.
No.
They talk about 9/11. They talk about the Federal Reserve.
No.
They talk about Zodiac signs and Christianity and how Christianity came from Zodiac signs.
Well, Zodiac, I mean, that's another thing that could all be bullshit, right? It's not real.
Yeah.
But I truly think that I watched a story where a guy, I told you, like, Dad came back and he said that it all made sense. He's like, I saw mathematical equations, I remembered them all, I understand them all, and they all connect to stars in the sky, astronomy, and astrology. It all makes sense up there. He's like, it's a thing, it's real, like, it makes sense. And he was like skeptic, agnostic, he didn't give a fuck about any of that type of stuff. And like,
He was a skeptic, or he
Yeah.
was agnostic
Yeah.
before, and then
he died.
what
He was
religion is that?
resuscitated.
Huh?
So what did he come back as? Like, what
He said he
religion?
felt that there was a God. I don't know if he fully became Christian after that and took Jesus as his Lord and Savior, but I think he realized that there is something else there. Not there could be, there is. He just doesn't know what.
So did he die and was brought back to life, or? Is that okay?
He was like clinically dead.
Oh, okay.
Yes. For I don't know how long. I think maybe like a few minutes or something.
That's crazy.
Well, you know that, like, you release DMT in your
Right,
Yeah.
there's a theory.
Yeah.
But I've also watched one where a guy is a brain surgeon, like a neurosurgeon. He's like, I'm so skeptic. He's like, that is bullshit. He's like, it's your brain creating that stuff. He died and he came back and he's changed. And he's like, it's not. I know it's not. I know the difference. I know that was real. And that's crazy.
He must have done DMT.
That's what I'm saying, because DMT, there's a lot of stories about DMT that's very similar
To like going to
that.
heaven.
Yeah, like
essentially.
they meet
They meet
a holy
God.
figure,
Yeah.
they have this
Yeah.
presence of
Well, your brain is so powerful. It's
Mhm.
ridiculous. Like, I totally believe you could be hallucinating, but also there's a chance,
There's also theories on what's the crazy conspirator.
Hi, Gavin. You're spacing out. Are you listening?
Yep, I'm listening to them.
What are they saying?
The crazy conspirator, what's his, Alex Jones.
Oh.
He goes on
Come
about
on.
how our consciousness is like in the middle realm, which is actually an old theory called Neoplatism back in ancient Greece, where there's angels at the top and demons at the bottom, right? And there's these different planes of life, and we as humans are in the middle, and we can choose whether or not we can go up the chain to these humans or down the chain to interact with the devils. And they say that a lot of times, what Alex Jones says, not they, it's only him saying it, says is that when you take things like DMT or mushrooms or acid, which is an extreme amount, you actually are able to transcend through these planes, but you can't go up. You can only be contacted by people or beings from higher planes. You can't go and visit them. You can only be contacted by them. But you can go down the chain and you can go and visit these demons and you can contact them.
So is that like the essence of like a bad trip, essentially? Like, say you have like a bad trip, is because you subconsciously are going down the chain.
But it's not like that. It's more of like they take so much that it's not good or bad. They can't fucking comprehend it.
Yeah. Shit.
Yeah.
I've
And
heard the higher plane thing. That
Yeah.
we're all like they're on different planes. That's why people, they say when people die that you can't, like, you're not gonna get signs or contact with them right away, and it's because they're not at the right plane. So when you die, it takes you, our time isn't even fucking real, but like especially when you die, it doesn't matter. So like they're on a different plane, going through the different planes. Like for them, it could feel like 5 minutes, but for us, it could be like 10 years. Do you see what I'm saying?
yeah,
So they are going through the planes. Yeah.
ties in really well to the coma story. That's crazy.
See? So, that's why, when people say, like, oh, so-and-so died 5 years ago, and then they contact them through a medium, because the medium can reach those higher planes safely and understand the symbols that they're giving her, instead of just being like, it's not like they see dead people in the room and they're like, hey, what's up? It's almost like they get signals and signs. It's really fascinating, actually.
What's something that would cause you to yell at someone?
That's a very long list for me. I mean,
It's a very long list.
I mean, something that would make me yell at somebody. Like, say somebody like hit my car. Like,
Oh, yeah.
I'd fucking yell.
Yeah.
I'd be
Okay,
like,
what about little things that bother you? Like things that really specifically bother you.
Oh, just when people act stupid.
Mhm.
Yeah.
What is acting
yeah,
stupid?
literally, like, act,
No,
like
like-
people who just sit there and be like, "Oh, dude, no, it's fine, it's fine." Like they do something stupid and they try and justify it just by saying, "Oh, no, it's cool, and like, it's not cool. Like
I
you're
feel like
acting.
it's a rare instance.
What is stupid to you? Like acting
It's
stupid.
like stupid.
Stupid is as stupid does.
So like it doesn't have to be like that kind of stupid.
Like a box of chocolates.
But just when like people literally are so dumb that you just want to yell at them because of how dumb they are.
Like lack
They
of,
can maybe
lack of
function
common
in life,
sense.
lack
but
of common
yeah,
sense.
yeah.
Yeah,
Okay,
that's pretty
so
hard.
just like ditziness, like dumbasses, basically.
Yeah,
Yeah.
pretty much. I mean, just if not necessarily like if they don't understand something, but if it's intuitive and understand something,
Okay.
they
Yeah.
understand it.
Like say something like you try to
Wait,
explain it to them and
is
they
this
just
like
like
a-
they just like
is
tone like
Is it like it?
Yeah, that's my last name.
Yeah. Wait, who?
I don't know.
That looks like your last name.
Oh no, that definitely is. So
You have
Awesome.
brothers. Don't you have brothers?
possibly.
Yes, you have
But it-
brothers.
Well, yeah,
I don't
I've
think
got
they'd be your
multiple
brothers,
brothers, but
Is that your account?
do guns kill people or protect people?
They do both. They do both.
No,
this
that's
is
not
like
my
I
account.
feel like this is a very right side argument. I feel like guns don't kill people, people kill people.
I think the proletariat should be armed, and it's not or left or right. It's a working class should be armed,
Oh yeah.
not so they can kill each other, but so that they can defend themselves against a tyrannical government. Working class unite. What do you think about that, Gavin? You're clenching your fist right now.
Oh, in my 100% honest opinion, I don't care if people have guns or don't have guns. I'm more in favor of them having guns. Yeah, I don't have a really strong opinion on like gun control or gun violence in general. It's a bad thing and all, but it's just
You know what's weird? Our neighboring state is very strict with that.
What, Iowa or
Indiana.
Indiana?
They're not very strict. I guess they're very loose, but they're
everything in Indiana's loose.
yeah.
Including the girl.
Yeah.
That's stupid.
We're on the same plane. Aries, baby.
Yay, you're doing that.
When I go to Indiana, even when I'm driving back, they have these signs on the side of the road that say like, imagine if, and the next sign, someone broke in.
Yes,
Next sign,
yes.
into your house.
And you didn't have a gun to protect
And
you
you
or
didn't have a
something.
gun.
You can't wait
go
for
to
a
gunsavelives.com
Yeah.
and then I'll drive back and I'll see the same sign.
Yeah,
and
I see that
sometimes
shit.
people will like spray paint on them and
Mhm.
like fucking knock them out.
I think those people need to grow up. I mean, they need to realize that there are situations when people do need a gun to save, like to either save their own life or save somebody else's. Like
I agree.
you can't just be
I
like
would like
all
one as a
Jesus
young
black.
woman, to be
What
honest
would-
with you.
I mean, that's
I
I
really
feel
would.
Jesus is black. What would the world be like today? Intriguing philosophical question. Well, he was black.
he was everything.
He's been whitewashed.
He's been whitewashed.
Yeah.
100% been whitewashed. Because, I mean, look at where he comes from. Look at the skin tone of the people that live near Israel.
I think if that were the case, Catholicism would not be as popular.
Oh.
I feel like they just choose to accept the fact that he's white, though. They don't want to delve deeper into the fact. Like,
I
if
don't
he-
know
They
though.
don't want to question it. They
I
just be
don't
like,
know
he
if-
is.
Is white Jesus a new thing or an old thing? Like,
What do you mean?
not new, or not old as in, like, back when Jesus was alive, but I mean, like, was white Jesus a thing back when colonialism was happening, where Christianity actually spread across the world,
Mm.
like the British
Yeah.
Empire?
Mhm.
I think it definitely was because
You
no one
think?
would accept it
Ha-
if they
Oh,
weren't.
yeah.
If
Had
they couldn't
to.
relate themselves to it, as in see a white man, I don't think they would have accepted it.
Mm.
So maybe it was like a business plan. Do you see what I mean?
Yeah, that's interesting.
The Catholic Church did wild things back in the day for business.
Oh,
I
yeah.
respect their practices.
The Crusades.
Oh God.
We need to launch another crusade.
Let it begin.
You know, I was
Someone just said, "Go learn."
go learn about Black Jesus.
Go learn my ass.
No,
Fully
there's the
fresh
juice
for them
doesn't
to
real. The
learn.
juice on cheese. Go learn. And it's gonna die.
Oh fuck. All right, I got. It's okay.
Wait, you know who that person is?
No, disconnect.
Oh.
We're gonna try
Actually,
to-
we sound pretty good. I'm just gonna take it out.
Yeah.
Damn, now I can't listen to the music. You could hear the lo-fi. That sounded amazing. That was a good idea.
Did Jesus ever have
Time to use a shitter.
Oh, I don't know. Shit buck in the background, right?
Are you kidding me? He was Jesus. He could probably snap.
4 miracles so you can take a dump in peace.
Yeah.
That's if I was Jesus, that's what
What
I'd
else
do.
is
It's
there?
like, guys, I just don't want to shit in the road anymore. Snap his finger, pour some toilet right there with a bidet.
Oh my god.
It hasn't even been invented yet. He just has it. Your AirPods are about to die. Those aren't AirPods, are they?
What?
Those aren't AirPods.
He's
are
got fake
No, they
AirPods.
They aren't
they?
mine
They got
though.
one on them.
They are about to die.
We're all about to die.
Low key. Can I switch them out with this one? This one.
Oh my god.
Oh,
I called
whoa.
it. Get down.
Jesus.
Honestly, that was
I'm
kind
not
of
picked up
weird.
the mic right now.
Those are the helicopters. They're about to evacuate the city.
We're in Iran
We're
right
not.
now.
Did you ever? Wait. I'm getting some Jesus vibes out of the stream. How do you make an Indian? What the fuck?
What does it say?
So you
Contact
get
customer
a pot,
service.
okay?
Contact customer service.
How do you make an Indian?
Okay, I like that one.
You take a Chinaman and you leave him on an island for about 1,000 years.
By
See what
himself.
happens. By himself. Yeah. His skin tone will change. I was supposed to take my coworker home so he could give me a case of beer. And I was gonna bring the case here. But I don't know what to do. I'll be right back.
Oh, okay.
Where's your definition of a goober?
I don't know what that is.
You don't know what a goober is?
I'm sorry. I don't.
Oh, Sidney.
Hi, I'm like 45 inside. What's a goober?
So a goober is like someone that just does something stupid. Someone that you want to yell at, but you're not there to the point of yelling at them yet.
Oh, so it's like goofy.
So you're like, oh my god, what a goober over there. You're like, Sidney,
Oh.
you are a goober for bringing a crystal in your pocket.
True. Yeah. Yeah.
But I don't know, be like, oh my god, Gavin just blacked out. What a goober he is.
I don't know.
I said I think I know which. I don't know how to pronounce your last name. So
Legit.
Legit.
Legit. That was legitness.
I don't know which legate this is.
No, so I think I know.
Oh, I think I know.
I don't know which legate this honestly is. I sent it to both my little brothers, so
Oh.
and they both act like this.
How old are they? Like middle school? High school?
Oh, they're high school, yeah.
Oh.
How old's everybody else here is the real question.
What do
How old are you?
Me?
Yeah.
20.
How are you?
20 next month?
Oh.
So close.
Yeah, wow. I'm the youngest one here.
What are you?
I'm 18.
18?
I don't turn 19 until March
March what?
23rd.
Oh,
Why?
February 23rd.
Oh.
I was just curious. Gavin, when's your birthday?
July 18th.
Oh, so you've had your golden birthday?
Yeah.
That sucks.
I feel like I get my golden birthday at a prime time in my life.
Me too.
23 years old.
Yeah.
Only if I was born in 2000, because then it'd be like, it would have been 2018. I'd have been turning 18, and it would have been so dope. But I'm a 99 baby.
Are you 2000 baby then?
Huh?
Are you 2000 baby then?
2001.
2001, that's right. You said 18, not 19. I'm 2000, haha. So I'd never
All one
forget.
gang in the chat, please.
Tell the dude in the back that's the beauty on the right.
It's not true. Who said that? Who the fuck said
I really don't
Who
know
is
who that.
that
I
to
do not
you?
know who that is.
The Vatican is corrupt. The Pope is a wicked man.
True.
I do believe that
I
there's
agree, but he
definitely-
seems like a nice
there's I feel like the Pope himself, I feel like they get obligated into like protecting like these old secrets and all
Yeah.
of these old corruptions, and I feel like they have
You already
to.
went home.
Aw.
What kind of beer was it?
I was gonna get Bud Light.
I want a Bush.
God damn it.
God damn it, Bobby.
I
you
think
don't
that
drink
Catholicism
Bush,
in general
you're
is
not
corrupt
real
in the
man.
church. Agreed, it is, because I used to be Catholic.
Oh shit.
I like personally have never
Get this, bro.
been
Tell
super.
her we'll answer it live.
I've never been super religious. Like when I was young, like when I was in like grade school, like my parents put me in like Sunday school. But that was just like, I feel like that was just so I could learn like morals and values, like what's right and what's wrong in the eyes of like something. But like, last time we went to a church was probably for like my cousin's baptism or something like that. Like I myself am not religious at all.
Are you boofing on our live stream?
Did you?
I know, but do you
What is it?
do you have a super cool Supreme wrap on yours though?
What does the thing say?
I saw this video. I know what they're talking about. It says, "Did you see what the Pope did when a woman reached out for him? Watch the video. Compare it to what Jesus did in the same situation. Proof that the current Pope is not of God." Yeah.
I mean, I feel like every man or woman, no matter like what religious status you are, if somebody's grabbing you, I feel like you have the right to say.
Well,
I
I've seen it. It wasn't that bad.
It was like a call. It was like a please stop touching. It's not like he like cocked back and like punched her in the face. He's like slapped her hand.
But here's the difference. If you believe in Jesus and you understand that he is the Son of God and he is a divine being, so we can't really compare them because Pope is flawed. He's not of God. I agree.
He's just a man, dude. Just some old guy wearing a robe.
Well, maybe if you switch the roles.
What?
Why should I be obligated to give donations to church? Not like my sins will be. Yeah, I agree.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah, I don't think that. I think that's why Catholicism doesn't work, is because it's so rounded in money, and also secrets and lies and priests. Hello, we've all heard.
I'm pretty sure, like, Roman
They're all
Catholics, you can just walk in there and they'll forgive your sins and be like, yes, just say like 20 Hail Marys and like, they'll be like, say 20 Hail Marys and you'll be good. They're like, alright, sweet.
Yeah.
The shitty thing is though,
The best.
all religions are built around capitalism in today's world.
Whoa. Okay, I'm listening.
It doesn't matter what church you go to, they're always going to ask you for donations.
Sure.
And in America, they don't pay taxes.
They
Those
do not.
donations go, if it's a small church, those donations go straight to the church, right? Where they go to pay the people that are running the church,
Yeah.
you know, because they actually have to put labor into this.
Yeah.
All right,
Or-
but if it's a large church, like a mega church, like Eastview,
Who
where does
has
that money go?
20 full-time employees just working there around the clock?
Yeah, where does that money go?
I feel like now, like the way that, like we said, like it's all money now. Like it's all based on money. It's not like, it's not really to spread it anymore. It's not to spread the word of God. It's so that they can make a profit off of something. I mean, and if you can profit off of something people just believe in, based off of like essentially like what your parents believed in, then it keeps going. You're always gonna have, in terms like you're always gonna have a customer. You're always gonna have a flow of income, because things like religion, they don't just disappear. Like it's just something that constantly people are gonna, someone's gonna believe it, and if someone's gonna believe it, they're gonna be like, we can make money off of this.
I think everyone's idea of religion is different too. You know, some people despise it and like criminalize it, you know, like, or not criminalize. What's the word? Like just criticize it, I guess.
Antagonize it.
They say like, you know, oh, it's bullshit, and then some people put their identity with their religion. And I mean, I understand both sides, but I don't know. It's hard because you can be a religious person and be a great person, or you can be religious and be judgy. But where that's so like, you can't have. You think if you had the same religion, like think about judgmental Christians. That is totally opposite of what Christianity really teaches, which is forgiveness and not being judgmental. And if the only person that should judge anybody is God, because you know that you're below it, like you don't want to judge, like that's not your place. So that's where I feel like religion gets really testy, along with the money. It's just stupid that people, I don't know, think that if you don't donate, that you're a bad Christian.
Yeah.
That, to me, is not of religion, but of mankind and of what men do to each other. You know what I mean? Like, it's ego.
Yeah.
But that's just my 2 cents.
And along like with what you're saying about being a judgmental Christian, I feel like of all people, Christians are way more judgmental than like a vast majority of people, because they're like, oh, you claim to be a Christian, but you don't follow it by the book, so therefore you are you like they pick what they want to follow. It's like, I mean, people can do if they,
Bible all the time, just
like people can be like, I believe this, but I don't necessarily think that what they say here is true. I don't think that's right. Like homosexuality, like diehard Christians, like it's wrong, but like some Christians are like accepting of it. But I don't I just think it's so hypocritical for like you said, to like forgiveness and all, like it's.
That's where I say thou shalt not judge. They're gay. You don't like it, don't like it.
It's a good thing that we're talking about this, because Martin Luther King Day was yesterday, and Martin Luther, not the Martin Luther that we were celebrating yesterday, but Martin Luther stapled or nailed his 99 problems with the Catholic Church on the door.
I thought this was going a completely different direction.
And his problems is exactly what we're talking about here. It's like they beg for money, Christians cherry pick what they want, or not Christians, but at the time it'd be Catholics cherry pick what they want to see. Sorry, what are you showing me?
Oh, I think someone said we should bring Jesus on the show. I completely agree.
Yeah.
Bring Jesus on the show?
He'll be sitting in back in one of these chairs.
Yeah.
Well, wait, and I'm curious. I know you're agnostic. I am Christian. I don't know what you guys identify as.
Roman Catholic.
Are you really?
Yeah, but I only
No,
go
you're
to
not.
church on Easter every once in a while.
I feel you.
My family is like predominantly like Protestant.
Okay.
But I personally, I am more along the lines of agnostic or atheist. Like I don't quite.
Yeah.
I mean, I think life is just what it is. I don't think that there's like until maybe one day I die and I'm wrong. But like until that point, I really don't.
Yeah.
I'm very open, but I also really just don't care as much.
Yeah.
I think that's how a lot of people are seeing it nowadays. One of the main reasons is they're starting to lift the veil on what religion actually is, and they see all this stuff in the news about pedophiles and corrupt churches and things like that. And it puts a bad name on a lot of these religions. And
like I don't want to be associated with that.
what you were saying earlier about how our generation is, what did you say?
Forward thinkers.
Forward thinkers. Yeah. It's one of our traits that we develop. A side effect of that is that when we see these things in the news, we become less attracted to these wrongdoings of churches, and we go with what we, a good word that we can put on how we describe our religion is just agnostic. Like we don't really have any idea what we believe in. We don't want to identify ourselves as Catholic, because when was the last time you heard someone say they were Catholic?
Yeah.
Like 1950.
Yeah, and depending on location, of course. Like if you go to, what is it, the Mormons' Utopia is like Wyoming or something. Or no, it's shit, I can't remember. Nevada maybe? I can't remember. But you'll probably find a lot of Mormons there.
Yeah.
Scientology. Go to South LA.
Scientology is a cult.
Yeah.
Not a religion, it's a cult. They don't let you leave.
The thing is, with their alright, listen here. Their
listening.
belief is you are an all-knowing eternal being that created this universe so that you could live in it, so that you could experience life. That doesn't sound too far-fetched, right? I mean, that doesn't sound ridiculous.
No.
But the ridiculous part is its founder, L. Ron Hubbard, or however you pronounce his last name, wrote more fiction books in his entire life than anyone else in history. More fiction books.
Shut the fuck up.
See? More fiction novels than anyone else that has ever lived on the planet.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I do remember reading about that, and that's when you see that, it makes you think, damn, do people really not check what else this guy has said?
Like they took a piece of paper out of his trash can and they're like, damn, that's a good religion.
Oh
we can make money off of this.
Scientology
I don't fuck with you.
Yeah.
But going back to Martin Luther King, Martin Luther King Jr. Day yesterday, for my philosophy class, we had to read his letter from the Birmingham jail that he wrote to the other officials of the churches and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And I read it, and I had to basically write a paper on if there was a bunch of different options, but I chose to write on whether or not I think all law should be based off of natural law. And natural law, do you know what that is?
I've heard of that.
It's basically saying that every person is born naturally. So you can't make laws that go against human nature, essentially, like skin tone, that's natural. You can't change that.
Oh, I see.
And
what
so
you're saying.
segregation laws, those go against natural law, and typically it's a very religious idea. But me, even as a non-religious person, I wrote my paper on why I think laws should have been based off natural law rather than what people see as right. Because we went over, I can't remember exactly what my professor said. He said something about like, is murder wrong because people say it's wrong, or like God says it's wrong because it's murder, or people say it's wrong. I can't remember.
I think I know what you're talking about.
Is it wrong because God says it's wrong, or because people say it's wrong?
Is it wrong? Is murder wrong because God says
Abortion,
it's wrong,
not
or does
murder.
God say murder is wrong because
He's God, essentially.
he's God.
Yes, that's exactly what. And like we were discussing that, and like I was saying, like that argument is really endless. Like people could argue on both sides. There is no real answer to that, but the baseline is murder is wrong. Like it's not really, because if you think about it, it's everyone's natural right to live. It's everyone's natural right to follow their dream. And so basically taking away that, you're taking away their natural rights.
Yeah.
And so I basically wrote a paper on why I thought that it was, like, it made sense to base legislative law off
Is
natural law.
morality absolute?
What?
No.
No.
Is morality absolute?
Everybody has a different type, what they deem as moral.
Yeah.
So the word absolute here, what does that exactly mean?
So like, does everybody have the same moral standard?
Oh,
No.
God, no.
No, I think it's definitely based on how you were raised, your morals, and just what you, and exactly, it's what you value. That's why I think people put a lot of their morals in religion, to tie it in with that.
Mhm.
Their morals are based on purely religion.
Keep talking, but keep
Okay.
read the chat.
They're so stupid. Stupid. But I do think that what I find morally right in a situation, you guys may not, and vice versa. Like, what you think handling a situation might be, if someone said, go fuck yourself, you stupid piece of shit, and then swung at you, what you would do is not what I would do, you know?
Exactly. Yeah. And so, well, even in the case of, in extreme cases, like cases of murder, so a psychopath. Is it sociopath or psychopath? I can't ever remember.
I can fill you in on the difference. The sociopaths are people that have no empathy. So, part of our brain where we feel emotion for other people, like someone's sad, we feel bad. Someone lost their mom, we feel bad for them. They don't have that. So they have no sense of empathy. And a sociopath can be on a scale. And sociopaths, I'm pretty sure, are, I don't know if they're made, I can't remember. Narcissists are made for sure. In nurture, not nature. I think sociopath can be either way. But people can have sociopathic tendencies where they just don't feel anything, they don't know why. Psychopaths are people that are just totally, their logic makes no sense, right? Like at all. And someone's crazy. But with a sociopath, you don't know they're crazy. Because this is a perfect example. If a celebrity were to be a sociopath, people that think that life is a game for them and they use people because they don't have feelings, it would be like Ellen DeGeneres. They would all love her. They're lovable.
Yeah.
That's what a sociopath is. So sociopaths are like lovable people and charming and manipulative. Yeah.
All right, that makes sense. So like a psychopath, if he kills somebody and doesn't think it's wrong, then his moral standard would be completely different than anybody else.
Right.
Cat, I think is starting to watch now.
I was just going through the entire chat. The chat's getting toxic.
I know. Sorry, Cat, we can't do accounting right now. Busy.
Why are you sitting like that? Because I'm fucking
Yeah.
God damn it. Chill out.
I'm not fucking watching you.
Cat, what do you
So
need help
rude.
with in accounting? We're not gonna. We don't have time for this. All right, we're doing something that's fucking important. Okay, I'm not
If
watching you thoughts. So
Kat, if you have a question, you should just be emailing Paul right now a question. Oh, you don't anymore. So now you're just watching for fun and curiosity, huh? That's a complete lie.
That's a lie.
Paul loves me. He only asked me one question last class period. Everyone else got asked like 2 or 3. So
I think
I think Paul just thinks I'm stupid as fuck.
even though you aced the test.
Damn. So have we narrowed it down to it is one of your brothers?
It has to be.
I don't know. I've texted both of them. They aren't responding.
So they're both watching.
I think one of them's at a hockey game right now, and they usually both like, I would be at his hockey game right now too. So that's probably where they all went. And I think it's like his senior night or something. Shut the fuck up.
Oh, can someone read that out loud?
If people are born in sin, even religion supports the idea of morality not being absolute. If children are naturally selfish and lie naturally, there's a fundamental truth that morality must be taught or at least learned in some way or another.
Right, because I think children have the complex of being selfish. What?
Just fight to death on stream.
I think we get wide-legged and G-Hawks 724 on the next stream, and it's like a little rough and rowdy. We'll have it going out here.
Lying is taught, by the way. Lying is taught.
Oh, 100%.
Lying is taught. Look, there's been studies all around the globe. Look up, I don't know how you would search for that, but...
Lying a top behavior? I don't know.
Yeah. Just look it up and there's...
Learned behavior.
Learned behavior, yeah. There's studies about it.
Damn. Your brother's lighting up gawks right now.
Also, selfishness is also a behavior that is learned through watching adults.
That and like having an idea of like protecting yourself, like selfishness, because no one's like. I think that they're made like narcissists is what I think of.
There's a recent one. I think it was like yesterday or 2 days ago. A study came out that it was kids are more likely to, if they're more likely to be better behaved if they're in a group and work together easier if they're in a group than if they are by themselves.
Really?
Yeah. So like they're
they want the judgment if they like.
That's probably what it is.
Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking it is.
Social judgment.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Because I mean, if you're in a group and you want to like ask like, hey, do you guys want to cheat? They're not gonna. You don't want to be the one to be like, oh my god, I don't want to cheat off so and so. But you know what I mean. If you're by yourself, you'd be more likely to.
Yeah.
No one's holding you accountable.
Yeah.
Except for yourself, like you can only if this happens, I can only blame myself.
Talk about some raw like mountain lions.
Discuss your opinion. No, I.
Discuss your opinion on government. I'll discuss my opinion on government.
Yeah, but we always talk about government. I feel
We
like.
do talk about the government a lot here. If you wanted to, I can't even read their name because it's in black.
If it's requested enough, we'll do a
On
private.
FX Live. If you want to learn about the government, or if you want to hear us talk about the government, what I'll do is I'll clip out one of our older shows, and I'll put it on YouTube so you can listen to that. But we've talked about it a couple times. Good shit come through with the mountain lions. Hell yeah.
I don't know.
No, I think that's a reference. to one of the
You were
things
excited.
up
You're
here.
like, hell yeah, mountain lions. Let's fucking go.
That's fucking dude. Have you seen those videos of people like? All right, so
It's not my brother. It's not my brother. I've cleared it up. It's not my brother. I don't know who wide-legged is. I did tell a lot of people to just go and make a Twitch
You think
account
it's
so that
Lance?
they can comment.
Who?
It's not Lance. I'm trying to think who would fuck around.
I don't know.
It's not Lance.
Wait, literally anybody in my friend group would fuck around,
Sure.
especially knowing that they.
Yeah, I've been like it. That's why it starts with the wall. Yeah.
Brought on the right,
Yeah.
definitely.
I have no stance on politics. I don't.
Definitely a
think
libtard. Yeah, but you are a liberal, aren't you? I think you might.
Have you
It
met
doesn't
my
matter
mother?
if you are. Oh yeah, true.
Yeah. Do you know what house I grew up in?
Yeah, but
Yeah.
you are not your mother.
I'm not, but I have different. But I know her stance and I understand it, and I actually.
Okay, how do you feel about
agree.
immigration?
What part of it? Like in general, should
How
people
do
allowed
you feel about people crossing the border illegally?
I say I have mixed.
Okay.
Because I don't think people, I think people should be allowed, but also we can't give that to everybody. We can't let passes to everybody, because then what the fuck's gonna happen? But also I'm like, but no one should, I don't want to split families up and, deport people. Like, that's fucked. But then it's like, but we can't make exceptions for everybody, do you see? So I'm like a mix. I think you can't change the rules and just let people go, like, without, what do they do? Like, they make them have to get a citizenship? Like,
Yeah.
I totally think that's necessary. But then I'm torn, right? Because I'm like, but they don't have time for that. Like, they're gonna die if they don't get over here. You know what I mean? So,
It's a touchy subject.
See, I'm
It's,
mixed.
hard
See,
to-
I'm not totally just like a liberal, libertarian. I don't know the
Sydney,
word. What?
Women have no rights.
Damn,
That might make her cry.
I'm crying.
Women have smaller brains.
Oh man.
I know that pissed you off.
You guys want to talk about feminism?
I was just gonna say about the board. I think. Well, before I forget. We can if
That
you
was
want
really
to.
good though. No, that was
But
funny.
in terms of if people should be able to come across, I think that everybody should have an opportunity to come across the border if they go through the legal process of coming across the border. I have no issues with anybody from any country coming to the United States if they go through the legal process. What I do have an issue with is illegal immigration, people who just cross it without trying to go through the legal process.
So you want to know one main cause of illegal immigration is companies using the illegal immigrants to work for cheap labor.
Yes.
So they literally exploit the labor
Oh, 100%.
of immigrant workers that are undocumented,
I think
so
that's
that they can
fucked.
get, they can get labor, and they work hard. They work hard.
Yeah.
Immigrants work hard. We know
Because
that.
if they don't work hard, then either they're going to lose their job or they're going to get
Oh my-
ratted out. Be like, hey, this over here.
Cat's right. That is crooked. But Cat, if you saw the whole room, they're
They're all
pointing
crooked.
at something in the middle. So that's funny though. I didn't notice it was crooked.
You guys have a Discord? We should get a Discord.
What's Discord?
It's like a. You know what Skype is?
Yeah.
It's like Skype for
He's
gamers.
addicted to knowledge. I'm addicted to knowledge.
We could probably get a
Cocaine, big
Discord.
brain.
Discuss relationships past in the room.
Wait, what's
someone
the guy in back
What?
left has a big brain from a secret addiction to cocaine? Who's he talking?
I think that's me. Am
That
I
might have
back
been-
left?
Back left. You haven't been saying that much.
Who said
Okay.
discuss relationships?
Sorry, I'm just all cooped up on cocaine here. Can't even think.
Who's got a big brain from cocaine is all I'm interested in. Who do they mean?
Which one of us?
Describe the shirt.
Describe
We're
the
both
shirt.
wearing black long sleeves jackets.
Are they wearing a hat or no?
He's a secret genius.
That's me. Fucking Jimmy
Hat or
Neutron
no
over here.
hat? Guy with weak beard.
That could be either one of us.
Unless it's me. I don't have a beard. That is weak.
Who's got the weak beard?
Does a girl have blue eyes?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Do we all have brown eyes? Oh,
Mine are
you're
like
not brown.
a weird color.
Keaton, what color are your eyes?
Hazel.
Hazel? No, the brown eyes.
What?
Okay, does
Show
Kat
kids.
know that her name literally is Kat G11?
Show tits? Question mark? She's talking to you, Keaton.
Oh my god, not this again. Not be bullied
Gavin
again.
said, alright. They've spoken.
I have spoken.
Show your tits.
He
No.
said, she's Aryan. Yeah.
Where are you from again? Would you like to tell her,
What, like my ancestry?
I'm from Normal, Illinois.
And we get DDoS.
Poland?
Poland? There you go. They're Aryan. I'm Russian. So.
So glad if I'm around the show.
Guess what I am?
Huh?
Ruski.
Guess what I am?
I thought you said my last
German?
name.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Irish?
You look German.
Huh?
You look German.
Do?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Are you Irish?
I know what it is.
Oh.
Oh.
German.
Could be
Gavin,
Irish if
are
I
you
want.
Irish? Yeah, you are.
He's Roman
Yeah.
Catholic.
Like it? Yeah.
And I got a little Italian sprinkled in there.
Your name's fucking Gavin, of
No.
course you're Irish.
Of course he's Danish. His name's Gavin. What
Oh my
are you
god.
thinking about?
Sydney, Hitler would want you.
No, what the? No, he wouldn't, because I would have been Catholic. And I would have been dead anyways in Poland back in then.
That's
Nah,
not
those are the chunkers and tits on the left. God damn it, I'm getting added.
What?
I'm big boned, leave me alone.
Joker's tits on the left.
Being ousted.
Also, he's a virgin.
Oh my god.
He's a
That-
virgin.
not this shit again.
But yeah, you go watch our older episode. It's been confirmed in chat.
I'm getting my girlfriend on the podcast.
You know, blue eyes are caused by mutations stemming back to one common ancestor.
It's true.
That's crazy. That's crazy to think about.
It is true though. So like,
one person. Isn't it dominant gene? Blue eyes are dominant, right?
no, recessive.
Yeah, that's
The recessive?
Yeah.
Really?
Because brown eyes are the most common, and I thought green eyes were the least common. Like
They are.
pure green eyes were
Yeah.
the least common, and then like it's like brown, blue, hazel, green.
Yeah.
Because like hazel eyes are a little more common because like there are some people who have like green and blue hazel eyes, but like I have green and brown hazel eyes.
Mm-hmm.
But there's like a bunch of different like percentages of like different eye colors because there's like so many
people
different
with blue eyes
combinations.
are
we have.
more related to each other than the rest of the population. That's fucking gross.
What?
Sydney, me and you are more related than the rest of the population.
That's true.
That sucks.
No.
Let's see. Yeah.
You know, I'm probably related to Genghis Khan.
Probably.
Yeah. 'Cause he fucked so many people back when he
Mhm.
was alive. it's like 1/3 of everybody in Asia is related to Genghis Khan.
That's crazy.
Yeah, my buddy Alex, the dude I was gonna take home earlier, he said him and his friend group made up the term Genghis Khanning. It's where you have like more than one baby mama.
Oh my god.
It's like the context is like, yeah, I'm about to Genghis Khan this club tonight.
Nice.
There's this bullshit. Yes, I've heard about it. People with purple eyes, a bullshit myth. They're called something, but it's people with like they have black hair, purple eyes, and white
Stares
skin.
into the girl's soul.
Wait, what? But on the left, he's going to get his girlfriend on the stream. Oh. I'm so confused.
Wait, what?
Brown-eyed gang. Yeah, Gox, that's because you are ethnic.
What is that supposed to mean?
He's Mexican.
What's that supposed to mean?
You got a thing against Mexicans?
No.
That's
He's
right.
my friend. Well, if I had a thing against Mexicans, why would he be my friend?
You got a thing for Mexicans?
No.
So you're racist.
No.
You just said you don't like Mexicans.
I didn't know. You said, do I have a thing for Mexicans?
And you said no.
That's insinuating that I like them more than somebody else.
Yeah.
Because of their skin tone.
No, you're saying no, not more. It's just
I said they're
you liked
equal.
it.
But equal as...
So you like Mexican.
What are we on
you dated a
Gavin's
Mexican
level
woman.
right now?
Did I date a Mexican
He
woman?
said-
Yes, I did a Mexican woman.
You just told me you didn't have a thing.
Well, I don't have a... Well,
So what ethnicity is
listen.
your girlfriend?
She's white.
Proof in the pudding, baby. There
What,
it is.
what the...
There it is.
What?
It says reporting for racism.
Shit. Sorry, guys. Podcast is done.
It's you're the virgin.
What?
You're getting banned off the thing, off the
What does
live
it say?
chat.
Rise up, my Aryan brothers, and we had our chance. Nope, we're not
ban-
doing that.
We're banning him. I'm just kidding.
The Russians have something to say about
That's
that.
it. We're banning everybody. I'm tired of
The
getting
fuck is
roasted.
I don't know. It looked like a little ghost.
That's kind of creepy.
Oh, it's a robot.
Robot.
It's a robot.
Gox, am I racist?
How do you feel about AI?
It
Oh my
scares
God.
me.
It scares you?
I think it's cool.
I think it's interesting, but I think it's dangerous.
Yeah. What about you?
I would have to take the same side. It's interesting, but it's it will definitely be used as a weapon.
Yes, right?
It will 100% be used as a weapon.
I mean, like, I called my pharmacy the other day, and the whole time, all I talked to on the phone was a robot. It was AI. And she's like, say yes or no if you want this. Okay, how can I help you further? Say pharmacy. Like, it was like a person.
Yeah.
It's
they
scary.
use those for drones. They've already been using them for drones.
Dude, it's so creepy. And I was like, and she's like, you can hang up now. And I was like, hang up. And she's like, okay, bye-bye, have a great day. I was like, stop
The
talking.
robot said that?
Yes,
That's
dude.
crazy.
What's the guy's name? No. Don't expose me.
That guy, his
Seth.
name is Seth. That was quick. His name was, we said it at the beginning of the podcast.
My name's Seth.
Yeah, Seth Keaton.
You got Seth, George. Name again?
Fuck.
Josh, say all
We
for
got
me.
fuck over here.
Seth, George, and then...
Harold.
I honestly almost said your real name.
What's her name?
Brittany.
Brittany. She looks like Brittany, yeah.
Yeah.
My mom almost named me Brittany.
You look like Brittany.
Thanks.
It's Brittany, bitch.
I think everyone is racist in their own way.
Except for Jesus himself.
I like racing my car.
You guys want to race?
You guys want to race home?
Race.
Down
Let's
veterans.
race to the beer.
Yeah, let me race down veterans.
Her name's Eden.
Eden.
Okay, that's an idea.
Name's
I get a
Edith.
Veronica vibe.
A Veronica.
I'm not bored.
Oh, sweet, he's leaving.
So
See,
off, Adam.
Yeah.
You two guys in the back are. I can't read that.
You two guys in the back
Conan.
are
Crept
Crept
and
and Conan. Which one's
Who is
Crept?
who?
Which one's Conan? Conan. Like Conan. Conan is spelled with a C, by the way.
It did not
I
matter.
thought that's I thought that's
Talking
like
about Conan.
Quran. Like for a
The
second, I was
Quran.
I
like,
was thinking Conan the
what is your
Barbarian. The Quran.
that's what I thought it was.
His name's First Testament. His name's the Second Testament. My name's the Quran, or the Quran, and her name is
The Torah.
the New Testament, which is part of the Mormons. They have the Third Testament.
Hmm.
Oh, they're not gonna answer the question. Looks like.
Look like a
Brittany.
Britney,
It's Brittany,
TBH.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, it's Brittany.
Conan is on the left, so you're Conan.
No, he's Conan. Because they're looking at us at a flipped.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I'm kind of pissed
Is
about
that a good thing or a bad thing?
I don't know. My name's fucking Cleft. Crept.
My
So-
name is like a basic girl name.
Yeah.
Name's Seth.
I am Seth.
Seth Meyers.
Seth Rogen.
Seth Rogen. There you go.
There you go.
Do the laugh. Do the laugh.
Do the roar.
Do the roar.
That's who we are.
Oh man.
This is who we are.
I cannot do the Seth Rogen laugh.
Do it.
I
How does
can't.
he even do it?
I can hear it in my head, but I can't do it.
I feel like you're second guessing yourself.
I don't know.
No, I really
can't even hear
can't.
it. I can't even like
Try it.
audio.
No,
visualize it in my
I'm
head.
looking at.
Try it.
No.
Look it up. Let me know how it sounds.
Here, I got you.
You're king of the hill.
Whoa! Whoa!
Yo, Jet Li in the back. I think there's a war. That's for you, I think.
Listen.
Yo, Jet Li in the back. I think there's a war going on with spears and shit somewhere you might be needed. Yeah, I get my my grass shield and my arrowhead shield.
Oh, that's
Yeah, I don't know
ugly.
that. That sounds like it would destroy your throat if you tried it.
Easy bake stash.
What in the Sam Hill? Jet Li.
Jet. I like that, Jet Li. We'll walk in tomorrow and Paul's gonna be like, "Oh, how's it going?" And be like, "That's my
What
man,
if we
Jet
walk
Li."
in? What if we walk in tomorrow and Paul goes, "What's up, Jet Li?" I'd be like, "Are you fucking kidding me?"
Streak.
Streaks.
Like, subscribe. We'll send streaks to you every day.
Yeah, like,
Yeah.
subscribe, put your Snapchat in our little. We have an Instagram, Castaholics
Really?
podcast. If you DM the podcast with your Snapchat, what we'll do every podcast, we'll send you a streak. It'll be special, not like while we're filming beforehand or setting up. Or something.
Hey, if you send money, you get a shout out.
If you send us $100.
Did you guys read the question is, who painted this damn room orange? It is so ugly.
Yeah, it's fucking ridiculous how bad it is.
All right, guys.
I painted the other room and it's like an
That's true.
emerald green. I think
Hey,
it looks better. This room
the
though.
walls at my job are green and yellow. It makes me
Ew.
want to throw up. The bathroom is a lime green.
Yeah, these one is just like fucking. It's like neon orange. Like it's kind of.
First.
I feel like I'm on the inside of
business.
a.
We're gonna
orange right
repaint
now,
the
or
room.
the inside of a.
We're gonna repaint the room. We're gonna get our faces up on the wall right there. You know.
Yeah, I'll just buy this whole fucking building and then we can actually redecorate. What we could do is we could get posters.
Real question: who decided to start streaming? These guys.
Me and Drew did, but Drew is no longer with us.
He didn't die. He just.
Well,
I just do that every time. I did that last time.
But did you guys decide to? Did you guys think at first you were gonna stream, or you guys just gonna
Oh,
record
you're
it?
right. Yeah,
Because
I'm in there.
Yeah, because I remember we were debating whether or not we were gonna stream it or whether we were just gonna record it and post it.
Yeah, I think we just came to the. It was the four of us. We just
Yeah,
came to
we're
the
like fuck it. let's
deal
just-
that we would stream it, and it came out to a good idea. And we upload these to YouTube, listeners.
Check out the YouTube. We
So
should
you can go on YouTube and rewatch the video, or what we do is or what I do, because no one else fucking knows this, is I
Never
click
asked.
I click on the video so that interesting topics are cut in for, like a 6-minute segment or however long.
Hey.
I've only done one so far though.
In another dimension, they never did X-Files.
So. We're not live streaming right now. This is actually a pre-recorded video. I'm trying to think what we.
Yeah, that's why we were late.
Yeah. We have to get like a backdrop or something. We can get a green screen.
Oh hell yeah, that'd be awesome.
Put us in the mountains, like Machu Picchu or something.
That'd actually be sick.
Like in a prison.
Prisons of our own minds.
In the
Whoa
podcast,
there.
we'll just be switching backgrounds.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
just switch back.
We have to get one of those.
Goes like from the Sistine Chapel to Auschwitz to Veterans Parkway, traffic lights.
We have to get one of those stream deck things that like professional streamers use, and like they have like all like the program buttons and stuff to like change scenes.
Oh yeah. Oh, we'll go ahead.
I know, as you said Auschwitz, I was gonna tell you that I made a joke about my last name sounding like a concentration camp the other day, and someone was like, they literally thought that it was for a second. I thought you'd enjoy that.
I was gonna say it out loud, but I don't want to say anyone's last names out loud.
Did you dress up for the stream? Was it that important?
Who?
Who dressed up? I feel like this is what we wear on a normal day.
This is
Yeah.
I wore this for the day.
This is literally from fucking thrift shop. What do you mean?
I think they think you dressed up because you're wearing a button.
Dude,
But what I was
it's a
gonna say,
mensch.
we get like a soundboard. I did that for something. We get a soundboard. We can click the button. And it says
Soundboard's gonna
for-
sit back here.
I just want an entire
I
I want an entire soundboard, and all it says is bruh.
Yeah, bro.
So, but with all these great ideas, we need capital, as they like to say in economics.
He's gonna do our accounting from now on.
So we need great capital reeling in here. So for all of our plenty of viewers, I know it. Come on, 4 right now. It's because it's getting later into the night and people know we're about to head off here. But we need that capital coming in, so we can build this up, create our live studio audience in the background. This can go back another 10, 12 rows. We'll get stadium-style
people.
seating up in here.
People.
We're actually doing this for free.
Yeah.
Actually, we're running a negative during this podcast.
Yeah, actually, we're in like what are we like 120 in the hole?
Yeah.
Because we bought the
But we
microphone.
enjoy doing this. Like it's not.
We should have a
We
Patreon.
didn't start it planning off to monetize it.
No, we could.
And our idea was never to monetize it. It's just for me. I don't know about Drew and you and Dakota, but
You're not going to be
I
our
think-
CFO. I'm going to be the CFO.
But
I
the
think
idea
it was
was
just
that we just sit down, record, and then see if we
Yeah, but
get
that's
viewers.
I mean, hell,
And we got a decent amount of viewers today, actually.
if we could monetize it, I mean, I wouldn't be like, we have to, like, it would be kind of cool because then we could actually like have like a fund for the podcast instead of like it coming out of our pockets constantly, like having like buying mics and stuff like
Yeah.
that.
I don't know.
We
If
should
money
have-
gets involved, though, I feel like it's gonna.
We should get a Patreon.
If we get a Patreon. If we have enough viewers at some point.
No,
We
no,
got
no,
13 subscribers.
That's
on
what we're
YouTube.
gonna do. We're gonna establish, get this going, get this rolling, get our viewers up. We'll go collect some sponsors. So, we'll have like boom, State Farm commercial right here, and then like we all head out, like go take a piss or something like that, and like boom, we're back, guys.
Why is our guest like running a business for us? This is amazing.
Hey, I'm just thinking big picture in the future. This could be gonna
Graphics
big.
designer. Somebody said they could be our graphics designer.
That'd be awesome, actually. Why not?
Hey, this is what we'll do. This is what we'll do for you. You design our graphics and we'll allow you to include them in your portfolio for the future. So therefore, you give it to us for free and we provide you material to put in your portfolio. How's that sound?
I like this guy.
You in the back left, definitely CEO Bill. There you go, Gavin.
That's what I'm talking about.
Future CEO
Ne-
of the world.
Next podcast, I won't be here. I'm just gonna be standing
podcast.
back by the. I'm gonna be standing back by the
Well,
computer.
we don't
and
wanna
I'm just
demote-
gonna be giving you cue cards.
We
and,
don't
like,
wanna
these
demote
are
you
these
to a Jamie.
topics.
We don't
Yeah.
want to demote you to
We already
a
got
Jamie.
one.
We already got a Jamie. He's not
You
here
got a
today.
Jamie?
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah. And I don't want to demote you to a Jamie.
You said sounds good. You got yourself a deal.
All right.
Wait a minute, what was the
go
deal?
go to the Instagram.
What was the deal?
All right, the deal
You
the
don't
deal
pay for
is
shit.
they're gonna
You do the
create
design.
they're gonna create graphics for us. We're gonna give them ideas, but they're gonna pretty much run with it. And because they're using our name and our likeness to create the graphic, we're gonna allow them to use that graphic for their portfolio, and we're gonna use it to promote them and their work on the podcast here.
He says, I want shout outs too.
We could show
Exactly.
you on the
Hey,
podcast.
that's
Be
what
like,
I'm saying. It's gonna be in the end credits. Artwork created by whatever the hell you pronounce your name as.
Y'all are nothing with that dude in the back up for real.
First
What do we?
episode.
What would we need graphics for?
Hey, all of your
Merch.
ads that you go out to,
Social
so
media.
you're gonna go out to your sponsors and you're gonna pretty much be like, hey, you give us this amount of money, we'll create the ad, we'll advertise you, to our viewers through our podcast, hey, do you want the opening credit? This could be the Castaholics presented by yada yada. Or in the middle, this is gonna be like, all right, we're at our 1 hour break, and like we're gonna hit the break, it's gonna go.
Twitch
boom.
actually has it automatic.
His name is Aiden.
There we got what?
Automatic
Right? Is that what this is?
transmission
Yeah.
slide. I mean, you probably do your own. I
Yeah.
don't see why not, but like,
We could even have the graphic designer like make the graphics and like have like the presented by, and like we can make like a screen that we can switch to like during like our breaks and stuff. Like we can pull up like another scene, because right now the scene's just the camera, but we can pull up another screen that's just an image, and it's just like this podcast is brought to you by, and then list our sponsors and stuff like that. So the camera's just not running at all the time, but like when we take breaks and stuff, mute the mic, do whatever.
that's a pretty damn good idea right there. Aiden, DM our Instagram, castaholics.podcast.
I like you.
Send me some
We
of
have
the
an
things
email.
Send me what?
We have an email.
Oh yeah, email me. It's castaholics@gmail. I think.
The best trade deal in the history of trade deals. Yeah.
Trump who?
All right, so Aiden, this is what we're gonna need for you. We're gonna need you email us. You send us.
Castaholicsmail@gmail.
You send
Castaholics-
us-
Wait, hold on.
I
Say
can
it
type it in
slower.
the chat.
Yes. It's because he's literally asking where can I contact you.
All right, so he's getting it typed out there. Aiden, pretty much what you're gonna do is you're gonna email us, tell us how much you like me, and then what you're gonna do is you're gonna send us 2 to 3 images that you've already created through Photoshop or whatever you use.
Castaholics@gmail.
Castaholicsmail@gmail. Yeah, send us something that you already have in your portfolio so we can take a look at it and decide whether or not we want.
Yeah, and then
We
we'll
can do this.
respond with our contract details, and
No, we're not gonna be fucking. We'll just say.
we're gonna submit to you a contract. You fill that out, you sign it. We'll send it back. We'll sign it, date it. We'll ship it off to our attorney. Sound good?
Who can afford an attorney?
Don't
Hey,
look at me.
we've got our people.
I can't afford an attorney.
I'm actually
My best friend's in law
I'm an
school. Is
attorney.
that enough?
I'd say that's
You're
good
an
enough.
attorney?
I am
She
an
said her
attorney.
best friend's in law school. I'd say that's good enough.
Good enough for us.
What are they studying?
Law.
She's gonna be a lawyer.
And what?
I just send a link to last year's portfolio.
Okay. What a good place, guys.
What do you use to design? Probably, I would assume it would just be.
MS Paint.
I swear to God, it was another goddamn bamboozle like the fucking one from yesterday. Or not yesterday, but last week where it's like, yeah, I use MS Paint. Like, it's like,
No, remember when you were asking Ed to do the logo, and I said I can do a logo, and I said
You sent me- yeah,
I
that's-
said gamers and like Snapchat, like.
yeah, he uses a Snapchat fucking drawing to draw our logo.
Oh man,
I don't know, man. Our logo is pretty nice right now.
I do like it,
I like our logo.
and I paid for it.
If you create a better
Yeah,
logo,
that's true.
we'll use it.
100%. I'll ask for our money back.
But-
Wait a minute.
But I will
No,
say,
no, wait a minute.
incorporate the same idea of our current logo, but you can make it modern. I've seen your logo.
I like our
Photoshop,
logo. I
what
think
does
it's
it
a little
say?
rustic. It shows the level of detail that we put into the podcast.
Aiden,
We're
you're
not professionals at this. We don't need a professional logo. It's kind of just like, one of those things that you would see a group of guys put together. And women.
Now that I'm here, I think a logo is important. So how it looks matters.
We still.
It looks good. What's wrong
Yeah.
with our logo?
Nothing's wrong
Can
with
the,
the logo.
can the logo stay a
I
circle?
don't think people
but,
understand
like,
the irony
on
of,
the edges
like,
of the
it's supposed
circle,
to
can you
look
just
like
do
that, you
long,
know?
blonde, like bushy hair just going out from the sides?
What?
It's gonna be like so.
Oh, yeah.
Like, look
Alright,
at
here,
Sidney's
this-
face.
this
Look at
is-
Sidney's face. And it's just gonna be the logo, and then her hair is just gonna be coming out from the sides of it.
Why is she the poster?
Yeah.
Yeah, what
Then
the
it's gonna
hell?
seem,
Alright,
then it's
she's
gonna seem like it's
well,
all
if I'm gonna
based.
be here, there needs to be a logo.
Then it's gonna seem like it's all based around like it's like a woman's podcast. Like it's just based upon that. You just put like
It's
long
podcast,
blonde
and it's just
hair
like-
around the
She just
logo.
doesn't show up one day with 3 dudes.
Talking
No,
about
I just don't
clickbait,
come
bro.
on ever again, and that's still your logo.
Yeah. I like our logo right now, but here's the idea that I had in the very beginning that our initial person that was made the logo turned down because he thought it was too difficult a task, which is acceptable because it is a difficult task.
100%.
But the idea was, so there was initial 4 of us in the group, right? Dakota, Drew, Keaton, me, and we were going to be sitting around a table, and we were all going to look drunk. Like one of us, we're going to have microphones in our hands that looked like beer, and we're going to be like acting drunk.
Wasn't I gonna be like
one of
either?
us, someone's going to be like with their head down, someone's
Yeah.
going to be puking or something like that, and we're gonna be acting drunk, and instead of beers, we're gonna have microphones, and it's just like Castaholics on the bottom.
Don't worry, I'll contact
That's a cool
I'll contact
idea.
the city of Lloyd's and we'll get beer served in here.
Yeah, thank you. Finally.
Dude, if we were 21,
I
this
am
would be like
21.
really great.
Yeah, I'm 21.
I'm 21.
Okay, well, I mean, that's good
When
to know.
you-
I didn't know
when
you
you
all were
post the
21
podcast,
too.
you have to edit out where you were gone, but we discussed our ages. We have to edit that out.
Yeah,
And just say,
I'm 21.
whenever we say our ages, just put the 21.
Yeah.
Just put that in there instead.
What did that say?
Girls bring in the views, and that's a fact. True.
Yeah, we have been
We
getting
do
more
have been
viewers
getting a lot of
than-
views
yeah.
today.
Yeah.
That's what we
Thank you,
needed.
Sydney.
That's what we needed.
Yeah.
The
Right.
broad needs to be in the center. We'll work on our adjusting based off of we're gonna do some research into our customer base here and
Also, what's up with the word broad?
I feel like that's been a frequent term.
We got broads in the orange room here.
The broads. That's funny. Well,
All right, broad.
broad. I don't know.
I'm excited now. I want to do the next one tomorrow.
no, see that's the thing.
Gotta make them wait. Gotta make
You
'em
need
wait.
a whole week to just plan this out.
We were gonna do that. I remember we were supposed to, after last week, you and I were like, you told me we wanted to discuss the next podcast, and we just never did.
Oh yeah. Oh shit. Yeah.
You're like,
I forgot
you're
about
like,
that.
I'm at work. I was like, okay. You
No,
edited?
I wanted to discuss with you like the timing.
Oh.
Yeah,
I like that we
did
like
that.
bring in topics. I think that's a really cool idea. Like how you really want to talk about Mac Miller.
Oh yeah.
I
Yeah.
like that idea.
That's
So
what we
what
did
would
for the
they?
first one.
He said he sent an email.
All right. So I'll read it when I go home. We have homework to do,
Yes, we do.
so I'll read it after the homework.
I got
What's
homework.
more important, man? Come
For
on.
the startup showcase, this is our startup. This is our business.
That's not bad. Not bad.
Paul gives us $1,000.
Dude, if anybody gave us $1,000 for the podcast, do you know how sick this shit would be?
Bro, I feel like with just $1,000, we could do so much with that.
For
like,
real.
Like,
Dude on the left, definitely a healthy scratch. You know what healthy
sure.
scratch means?
No.
No.
It means that you're good to play, but they just sit you out purposely.
We're not sitting you out.
We're not gonna sit him out.
Center stage right now.
Well, it is about 8 o'clock and I have homework to do.
Oh yeah. So we're gonna end it here. We got about a 2 hour. What is it?
142.
142. It
like
wasn't
the
even
last
long
one.
as that. Yeah. It was decent. And I don't think there's a lot of editing that needs to be done. Like,
There was definitely continuous topics.
Yeah.
So.
Like maybe that. If you're serious about cutting out the ages at the point I left, then yeah. I can
You
do
might
that.
want to.
If we want,
Yeah, 'cause
if
we're all
we want
21
beer
now.
served here.
We are
yeah.
all 21.
We're in a time paradox. Like years have just passed since we started recording this podcast. We're all now above the age of 21.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching. We're going to cut it here. We're going to try and stream every Tuesday, but we'll put it on our Twitter, on our Instagram, on what else do we have? That's
I
it.
don't know.
I think.
That's at Twitter,
Yeah.
Instagram.
YouTube. Let you know when we're going to stream next. So go ahead and follow. Our Instagram is Castaholics .podcast, and then our Twitter is
Castaholics pod.
DM,
I think
DM
I
us
think it's
and,
Castaholics
explain how you can work
underscore.
for us.
Castaholics_. Thank you.
Well, that'll do it.